Good morning and welcome. It's a great day. The Lord's gifted us with wonderful weather, but it's Championship Sunday inside. And this matchup will determine the fifth place finisher in the state of Illinois. And so as we begin and as we get ready to begin, I'd like to read our sportsmanship statement one more time. And then we'll have a prayer, and then we will introduce teams. So here we go. The Lutheran Sports Association welcomes you to the Illinois Lutheran State Basketball Tournament. Before we begin, we ask that all participants and spectators conduct themselves in a God-pleasing manner before, during, and after this basketball game. The LSA Sportsmanship Award will be presented this weekend to the schools whose behavior of its players, coaches, and fans best demonstrate Christian sportsmanship. And as we think about that, let's take a moment and talk to our Heavenly Father. Lord God, we thank you for this day, for this beautiful Sunday of spring, and we just thank you for all that you do for us in this world. We especially thank you for the gift of our schools, the gift of our families, the gift of our staff and teachers. Lord, we thank you for all the blessings you shower on us each and every day. We ask that you be with us this day as we come to compete. We ask that you keep our players safe from harm and injury, and that we can play to the very best of our abilities. And Father, always to your glory. In the name of Jesus, amen. And so, here we go. The visitors on the scoreboard this morning are the Crusaders from Rockford Lutheran Junior High, and I'd like to introduce them to you now. Kent Peterson, Malachi Blomquist, William McCoy, Noah Wolf, Elias Elder, Grayson Yowell, Nolan Gray, Aiden Heckelmiller, Evan Kroll, Trey Lako. And now the starting lineup for the Crusaders. 8th grader, number 1, Bear Harris. 8th grader, number 5, Maddox Wakaway. I killed it. Wakowiak. I got it. 8th grader, number 11, Cade Guzzi. 8th grader, number 23, Brady Lindsay. And 8th grader, number 32, Trey Wasmiller. The Crusaders are coached by Kyle Kroll and assisted by Brand Lindsay and Tom Guzzi. And now the home team on the scoreboard this morning are the Saints from St. Peter right here in Arlington Heights. And they brought their cheerleaders today. How about that? Let's meet the players. Peter Lascaris, George Katsomitis, Zach Granowitz, Logan Hendricks, Zach Drake, Beckett Price, Daniel Cushelli, Gideon Bond. And the starting lineup for the Saints: 8th grader, number 1, Tyler Koklanis. 8th grader, number 2, Gabriel Caballero. 8th grader, number 11, Andrew Greiner. 8th grader, number 13, Luke Hilgeman. And 8th grader, number 15, Griffin McBride. The Saints are coached by Paul Hilgeman and assisted by Kostas Katsomitis and Matt Weinrich. Let's play some ball.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to St. Peter, Arlington Heights for Championship Sunday. Sam Krul alongside 5th place coach of the Mount Prospect Comet, St. Paul Mount Prospect Comet girls, who just defeated Nashville Oakville 51-44. Matthew, congratulations yet again.
Thank you, Sam. It's fun to do this weekend where I coach and announce with you, and we're looking forward to a great weekend or a day of basketball. We're looking forward to the 5th place game, and here we go.
And this 5th place game is between the Saints of St. Peter Arlington Heights and the Crusaders of Rockford Lutheran. The tip is controlled by the Crusaders. Working from left to right are the Crusaders as Bear Harris looks to get it inside. Now there's a kick to the corner. Back up to Harris. Harris back in the post. Here's a 3-ball from the far side corner out of the hand of number 11, Guzzi. Crusaders will have a second chance opportunity.
Arlington Knights is in their 2-3 defense. They got to be careful with the 3-point shot. Rockford isn't shooting a lot of them, so the 2-3 might be a good defense for today's game.
So Brady Lindsay gets the scoring underway for the game as the left hand on the left side is good. As here's a 3-ball. Hits 2 parts of the rim out of the hand of Gabriel Caballero.
Rockford's in the zone as well. They got to keep an eye on those 3 balls.
Rockford breaks the press as here is a right hand on the right side up and no good for Wakowiak. Wakowiak did a nice job weaving in between the defenders, just couldn't finish.
It was a nice attack.
4:48 to play here in the opening quarter of the 5th place boys game, the first boys game of Championship Sunday here at Arlington Heights. Here's a nice attack. Jump shot is short out of the hand of Hilgerman. Rebound corralled by the Crusaders, and they'll look to push.
There'll be holes in both zones for drives. We'll see if those teams can find those.
The entry pass intended for Brady Lindsay is knocked away. Good hands by Luke Hilgerman. Quick little stoppage of play, waiting for Maddox Wakowiak to inbound. He will to the far side corner. Nice ball movement for the Crusaders. Good defense and good hands again from Luke Hilgerman. Looks like he's really going to have his hands full underneath today.
Yeah, he's their best player though, so he's up for the challenge. He's going to do a great job controlling the paint.
The inbounds pass is inside and up and good for Bear Harris.
Those underneath inbounds plays, you got to watch that cutter going to the block.
So here are the Saints working against this Rockford zone. Here's a 3-ball. And just as you mentioned, Luke Hilgerman being the Saints' best player knocks down a 3 to give the Saints the 6-4 lead with 3:56 here to play in the first. Good interior passing for the Crusaders. Left hand up on the left side was Brady Lindsay. Couldn't connect that time, but it'll go to the line for 2.
Hilgerman's going to be key on both ends. He left the middle, and then unfortunately his weak side guy had to foul on the rebound.
When a lot of threes are taken, long shots are taken, you are going to get those weak side rebounds as the first free throw is up and short for Lindsay. Very important to box out, is it not?
Yes, it is. And like you said, though, I can get good position, but some of those long rebounds, it's hard. So those top guys actually have to come and get those rebounds.
Might have had somebody step in a little early. And we're going to have a lane violation. Oh, it looks like, okay, so
it was on Rockford. It looked like two guys.
Both teams stepped in, so they called it a jump ball, and possession will belong to the Saints. I don't think I've ever seen that.
I don't have it either, but they both went in right away.
Exactly. So what else do you do? Right, yep. Exactly. So
we have 3:44 left in the first. 6-4. What a great game to start our 5th place for the boys.
Hilgerman with the shuffle step in front of the Rockford bench. He's called for a travel. Hilgerman looked to attack the basket for the first time today and just couldn't get those feet set. Crusaders have no trouble inbounding the ball, breaking the press. Here's Bear Harris to the basket. Right hand hits the bottom of the backboard, and the Saints will go the other way. Here's Griner up ahead, nearly had the pass stolen. Nice skip pass to the top. Hilgerman, another drive to the basket, knocked away by Guzzi, my apologies. And last touched by the Saints and Griffin McBride.
All right,
Crusader basketball.
Saints are in a press. We'll see how Rockford breaks that. It's like a diamond in one.
Nearly a travel, and it's kicked back outside. Nonetheless, Maddox Wakowiak knocks down a 3. 7-6 Crusaders with 2:58 to play here in the first. Here's a nice drive inside by Koklanis. Had it knocked away. I believe there's going to be a foul, though.
That was a nice drive. Hilgeman was looking for the ball in the corner. That zone kind of played out, and he was wide open. Looked like he had talked to his teammate going, hey, I'm open in the corner. We'll see if he gets it next time.
So Bear Harris picks up the first foul for the Crusaders of the contest. The Saints will inbound underneath. This one outside to Caballero.
Hilgeman's got to watch his feet. He got called for travel last time.
Nice drive inside by Greiner. Right hand up is no good. Rebound corralled by Harris. Ball in the hands of Wakowiak. Now inside to the newly checked in Elias Elder. Here's a 3-ball out of the hand of Wakowiak. Again, looking to go 2 straight possessions with a 3-ball. Can't connect. Hilgeman will pull a 3. Nope. Rebound Elder. Outside to Harris. Harris looks to push up to Wakowiak. Wakowiak inside to Lindsay. Lindsay goes up with the left hand on the right side. Short. Good rebound, Hilgeman.
That was a nice move. Almost had that. I would go back to him again next possession.
Saints having a little trouble controlling the ball at the top of the key. Now over to Greiner. Greiner in the corner to Hilgeman. Hilgeman skip pass to Caballero. Now back up to Koklanis. To Hilgeman. Hilgeman will think about the jump shot, put it back in the holster. Good extra pass for the Saints. 3-ball is no good out of the hand of McBride. Offensive board, Koklanis. Hilgeman will pull the 15-footer. Good. Nice touch for Hilgeman in the short corner.
Great ball movement and then a second chance point. Rockford's got to get some rebounds.
Bear Harris untouched coast to coast. Puts the Crusaders back up 98 with 1:17 to play.
A lot of times after you make a 3, you may not hustle back or whatever, and Harris said, okay, I'll make a layup.
And McBride airballs a 3. The Crusaders come down with it and they'll push again. Here is Greiner inside to Elder. Elder had it knocked away. Quite a bit of contact inside, and looks like they'll get Hilgeman for the foul. And we're going to have a few new Crusaders entering the ball game. That'll be Krull, Evan Krull, as well as Trey Lako. This one inside to Lindsay. Lindsay fights it up. Good defense, Hilgeman. Offensive board for Elder, and he was fouled on his way up.
First time was all ball, but unfortunately, Arlington Heights was behind, and then he had the push.
Absolutely.
A lot of times you get that foul called after a missed rebound.
And underneath that foul was on Griffin McBride, his second, team third. 52.3 to play here in the first. Matthew, we discussed in the first game, during your game actually, the new foul rules. Would you like to explain those to everybody as far as the fouls for the quarter?
Yeah, so you get 5 in a quarter and it resets. So we'll say the team has the first foul again in the second quarter, and you're like, wait, they had 3 fouls in the first quarter. So it resets every quarter.
Elder knocks down his second free throw. 47 seconds to play. Here's a skip pass to the top of the key to Caballero. Nice drive by Greiner. Skip pass to Koklanis. Hilgeman pump fake. Drives met by 3 Crusaders. Here's a 3-ball for an open Caballero. No good. Last touched by Rockford. It'll be Saint ball underneath.
With 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, the Saints are having some great ball movement against the zone.
Caballero will take another one short. Another offensive board for the Saints. And we'll try another one out of the hand of McBride. That one's out the front iron. These long rebounds are really giving Rockford some trouble as Lindsay finally corrals one. 15 seconds to play. Here's Harris crossing the timeline with the right hand. Inside to Lindsay. Lindsay, left hand on the left side. Loves going to that left side. Can't connect. 4, 3 on the clock. Up again. No good. Fought for another offensive rebound, but Lindsay touched it last. Looking for a call. Quite a bit of contact underneath, just not getting it.
He had 3 shots, and he got bodied quite a bit on all 3.
Every single one of them. And the Saints will inbound with just 0.9 to go and let it run out at the end of the first. The visitors on the scoreboard, the Rockford Crusaders, have a 10-8 lead over the home team, the St. Peter Arlington Heights Saints.
So, Sam, we never know what's going to happen on Sunday or whenever, with upsets and things. We actually have a 2 seed versus a 9 seed, and it's 10-8. So I've told my girls, too, you're at state. Every team is good. All these games have been great this weekend. So even a 2 versus a 9, we're going to have a great 5th place game.
Absolutely. And you see why Rockford would have been a 2 seed coming into this. Good ball movement, strong inside, decent shooters. What happened in that the game that they ended up losing?
So Cross Yorkville decided to make 11 three-pointers. So you're going to have a hard time beating any team that makes 11 three-pointers. So yeah, Rockford's a great team. They just got beat by a hot team, and we'll see Cross Yorkville later today.
Sounds good to me. Can't wait. We'll see if they can knock down yet another 11 threes.
We'll see. I would love to see it.
Coming out of the quarter break, it'll be Rockford basketball. Again, moving from my left to my right.
Like you mentioned, Rockford's going to have to clean up those long rebounds. They're playing a great zone, but Arlington Heights is doing a great job of swing passing against that zone. And I love Rockford's attacking on their offensive end.
Absolutely. Now, you talked about Arlington Heights moving the ball around quite well. Is it enough just to move it around? I know you have to connect at the end of it, but are they looking for the wrong shots?
No, I think they're finding the right shots. They're just not hitting some of the threes, but they're doing good skip passes to find the open man, though. We'll see if they can do it here.
Interior bucket gives the Crusaders a 12-8 lead. As a kick out, here's another three from Caballero. Back iron, no good. Rebound tapped around and corralled by Lindsay. Lindsay is definitely strong underneath. Here's a nice take by Evan Kroll. He'll go to the line to get on the stat sheet for the first time in this 5th place game.
That was a nice attack by him, but he is actually the team's leading scorer from the 3-point line. So maybe he'll attack a little and then maybe get a cushion, and maybe he can hit a couple threes today.
Well, you see why the inside-outside works for Rockford so well.
Oh, they
do
got
have
some
big
good ball
bodies.
handlers, and then they got some great big guys, too.
Mm-hmm. Kroll's first free throw is short.
That was his first free throw attempt of the weekend. We'll see if he can get to 50%.
And he does. And it gives the Crusaders a 5-point lead. I know the score here says 19-8. It's 13-8. Rockford ahead with 5:16 to play here in the half. Saints looking to work against this. Looks like a 1-3-1, 1-2-2 zone.
Looks like a 1-2-2.
There's a 3-ball in and out, no good.
They keep
for
shooting
McBride.
the threes, but honestly, Rockford's so big inside, I think you got to try to just get a couple to fall.
The entry pass from Kroll to Lindsay was knocked away, and it'll stay here. 4:56 to play in the second. Inbound pass to Elder. Elder missed, gets his own board, goes up again, and fighting for a third one, and is able to kick it out.
Great hustle.
Bear Harris will try his hand at a three. In and out, no good. Another offensive board for Rockford. Kroll now top of the key, driving with that left hand. Runner is around and down. Tough shot for Kroll, gets it to go.
Yeah, his only baskets this weekend have been threes. I'm loving his attacking, getting a 2-pointer in.
Here's a short jumper for Hilgeman. And he gets the scoring going for the Saints here in the second. 15-10. Rockford, nice spin move inside for Harris. They're going to call a travel. I don't think it was a travel. Nice move for Harris, but it'll be a turnover to the Saints.
Those spin moves are so hard. It's like, where's the pivot foot and where's that extra step? Sometimes they'll call it, sometimes they won't. So it's a good attack.
Here's good ball movement by the Saints. Unfortunately, Griner couldn't control the pass to the middle of the key, and it's a turnover to the Crusaders. Inside to Lindsay. Lindsay, nice strong move, left hand, no good. Again, a lot of contact underneath. He's looking to kick it out. Gets his hand, and he goes up. Back iron, no good. Hilgeman with the good defensive board. Had to fight a couple people for it.
Hey, Rockford's got the size, so they're going to continue to keep pounding the ball down low.
Good hands by Lako. Leads to a Rockford steal. Lindsay will try a 15-footer. That one is well short. Good hustle by Harris. Saves it and is controlled by Lako. Caballero had a shot, and here's Elder attacking the basket. Good athletic move. He really got off the ground for that one.
That was a nice, soft layup, too.
17-10.
Elder was so excited on his layup, he lost his shoe.
Lost his shoe. I was wondering what the Arlingtonites get picked up, and I was like, oh, it's a shoe. 17-10 with 3:17 to play here in the second quarter. Can anybody stop that? I mean, is Arlington's going to be able to stop that physical style of basketball that Rockford's looking to play underneath?
I mean, honestly, they're playing that zone, which I think is probably maybe the best with that physical, where you can double with the guy in the middle on the zone or whatever. But, I mean, if you just look at the size of these guys, it's going to be hard because Rockford is bigger than they are. I love how the Saints are playing on offense. Because of that size down low, they're swinging well. They just haven't hit any threes. Once those fall, they're going to make their comeback. As coach, too, I wouldn't say stop shooting because that's going to probably be their best options, attacking a little. But, you know, they got some big guys down low. It's going to be hard to attack the middle. So, you know, those threes will fall if they keep shooting them.
And here's Rockford pushing out that 1-2-2 zone almost past half court with Bear Harris picking up the ball handler on the other side. Here's a loose ball. Looked like Griner lost on the way. And speaking of Harris, his right hand on the right side is good.
They actually beat Harris off the zone, but then he lost the control of the ball.
Hilgeman will look to take it and one. It looked like he just threw that at the basket when he got hit. Got it to go, and he'll go to the line for 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Maybe this will be the momentum the Saints need a little bit, because Rockford had it. They had a couple steals. So a three-pointer the old-fashioned way may get some momentum.
Free throw is long. Nice rebound, Lindsay. Rockford will push now to the corner. Kroll will pull the three. Good. You mentioned it before, Matt. That's the only way he scored up to today.
Correct. I was waiting for that, and he delivered. That was a great shot. That's his fifth for the weekend.
Looking to answer back of the Saints. A three ball in the hand of McBride is short. Lindsay another rebound.
The Saints just need to be patient. It is a 10-point game, but they can crawl back if they just be patient on the offensive end and work hard. Nice cut by Harris.
22-12, 2:16 to play in the half. Nice inside pass, nice interior passing by the Crusaders leads to an Elder bucket. Good hands from Lindsay. Knocks that pass to the corner away. It'll be St. Ball with 2:03 to play, down 12. Now you gotta figure playing on your home court in front of your fans gives you a little bit of advantage.
It does, yeah. And we actually played Trinity Roselle yesterday in their home court too. Yeah, it's great for the Saints to play here today. You're always wanting to play at St. Peter on Sunday. Get to be on live stream and everything, and hopefully they can come back.
Bear Harris with a steal off of the Aaron pass. Lost control, allowed the defense to catch up. Nice pass across the lane to Elder, up and good.
Elder's having a great second quarter. He's getting the ball down low and making his layups.
96 seconds to play in the half. Hilgeman looking to work on this 1-2 zone. Kicked around to Caballero. Caballero's three is short. As you mentioned, once those start falling for Arlingtonites, they're going to be able to crawl their way back in.
They're getting good looks. It's not like they're forcing anything.
Good take by Lako.
Great block.
Even better block by Caballero, and I believe Hilgeman might have got a hand on that as well, as Lako was looking to go 1-on-2. Minute 20 to play. 26-12. Rockford over Arlington Heights. Nice inbounds play, finds Elder, had it blocked. Hilgeman with another good block. And another good block from Caballero. And the Saints are able to control it this time. Runner inside from Griner is blocked by Elder. Elder showing off that athleticism inside, able to get up sky and block the shot. Now they're looking to reward him on the offensive end. Shot is up, backboard, nothing else. Rebound Saints, 51 seconds to play here in the half.
Yeah, with that great block, it was great to get him the ball on offense, too. He's playing awesome on offense and defense.
Little runner is up and good for Tyler Koklanis. 26-14, 37 seconds to play. Nice drive by Wakowiak. Went from the right side to the left side, finished with the left beautifully.
Good attack and ball movement from Rockford.
The Saints looking to get something going here with 17 seconds to go, playing for that last shot. The pass intended for Hilgeman was knocked away. Up to Harris. Harris will take off. Right hand, right side, good. 30-14, 4 seconds to play. Hilgeman driving, knocked away. Rockford comes up with it, and they'll hold it and take a 16-point lead into the half. Matthew, it escalated very quickly there at the end.
Yeah, so Rockford kind of took their defense and turned it into offense, and then we'll have to talk later. It looked like St. Peter actually changed defense and played man, and Rockford then was able to attack and had some easy, a lot of layups off their athleticism.
So again, 30-14, Rockford over Arlington Heights. We'll be back with the conclusion of this game in just a few minutes.
Here at Concordia University Chicago, and we're here outside of Concordia Hall. Concordia Hall is the university's newest residence hall, right on the edge of campus, perfect for students who want to explore the nearby downtown of Oak Park and River Forest. The flexible suite-style living in fully furnished bedrooms lets students choose what works best for them. Every floor is complete with a community lounge and full common kitchen, with a kitchenette, microwave, sink, and refrigerator. The first floor offers the Victory Lounge, connecting to 2 additional residence halls, with no shortage of ways to relax. You're also right next to an open, outdoor plaza, better known as Victory Lane. So now we're here in Concordia Hall's suite-style dorm room, and this is a really nice place to just hang out and chill. And since it's so big, there's plenty of room to spread out and do your homework and just relax. So now making our way into one of the bedrooms, there's plenty of space in this room for you and your roommate. A lot of times students will move the desks so that they've got their separate study space, but my roommate and I, we get along really well, so we can just work together here in the same space. Sometimes I like doing art as well, as you can see by the painting here. It's a 16 by 10 feet space, and most rooms on campus are 10 by 12 feet. So it's really nice to have a little extra space to work with here in Concordia Hall. So this hall is super close to the chapel and the Kennecke Community Center, which has the new Crossroads Dining Hall. So the location is super convenient. And I really love the city scene too. The location here is the closest on campus to the Oak Park River Forest downtown area, which has a ton of great stores and restaurants. Speaking of the city scene, I adore the view from this lounge because you can see the Chicago skyline right there. Concordia Hall at Concordia University, Chicago.
Welcome back to Championship Sunday here at St. Peter Arlington Heights. We've got ourselves the boys' fifth place game where the Crusaders of Rockford Lutheran owning a 16-point lead, 30-14 over the Saints of St. Peter Arlington Heights. Matthew, we had ourselves a good one, and at the end of that second quarter, Rockford really kind of pulled away.
Yeah, it was close at the quarter, end of the first quarter, and then Rockford started to use their athleticism. They attacked well on the half court. Their defense rebounding kind of turned into some transition points. Bear Harris leads the Crusaders with 10. He had 6 in the second quarter. Elias Elder, in my opinion, really kind of pushed them in that second quarter. Got that push. He had 6 points as well, all in the paint. He's doing a great job. And then Luke Hilgeman from St. Peter Arlington Heights, he leads the Saints with 9 points. We mentioned he was their leading scorer, best player anyways to start the game. He is showing us that in the first half, and we'll see if he can continue that in the second.
Love it. Let's see if Arlingtonites can cut away at this 16-point lead in the third quarter, otherwise called the money quarter on my teams. Did you or someone you know participate in an LSA and are an LSA state and are currently attending a Lutheran university or college? If so, you are eligible for the Robert A. Crane Scholarship Fund. Go to www.luthsports.org for more details. Matthew, you're going to have to apply for that in just a couple years.
I hope so.
When your youngest heads off to a university, hopefully.
I hope so, yep. I got a sophomore in high school too. She participated in this 2 years ago, maybe we'll look into that someday.
Got herself a state championship, did she not?
She got herself a second place medal.
Second place. That's
medal,
right. That's right. Well, you've got a couple of state championships under your.
Just one.
Just one? Just one. I thought it was more than one.
One and two in state championship games.
Okay. Hey.
I played in 3, so that's real proud of that.
As you should be. And the Saints will open up the second half with possession. Attacking is Hilgeman. The runner was short, and Rockford will go to their end and look to add to the 16-point lead. Kowiak driving right hand. Now kick to the corner to Guzzi. Harris up top. Swung back around to Guzzi. Nice entry pass to Bear Harris on the cut. Good topside screen.
That was a great cut, great pass by Guzzi. Talking about former playing in championship games. Kay Guzzi's father actually made the all-tournament team way back in 1988.
You love those legacy type things. Here's a 3-ball from the far side corner. No good. Offensive board for Hilgeman. His turnaround jumper is good.
We mentioned Hilgeman. He's got to carry this team.
He's really going to have to work inside to get the Saints back in this one. Here's a nice right hand on the left side. Up and good by Wakowiak. Rockford with an 18-point lead, 34-16 with 4:40 to play in the third quarter. Hilgeman looking to go baseline, spins back middle. His pull-up jump shot, no good. Rebound, Lindsay. Lindsay's got to have close to 10 rebounds already.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't keep those stats, but yeah, he is really doing a great job on the boards.
Here's Harris over to Wakowiak, inside to Lindsay. He'll go left hand on the right side, up and good. And the Crusaders have drawn their lead to 20. 36-16, 4:09. Here's a skip pass that is nearly knocked away. Nice recovery and floater by Tyler Koklanis.
Yeah, Lindsay's been doing a great job on the defensive end. Now they're trying to feed him on the offensive end as well.
Here's a steal on an errant pass by Griffin McBride. Hilgeman will look to drive the middle, goes 1-on-3, had it knocked away, but there seemed to be a little contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Waiting for the foul, and that one will be on number 23, Brady Lindsay. His first, team first of the second half. Hilgeman's first free throw is good.
He came into the game shooting 57% from the line. Junior high players shooting over 50% is always great. He's getting close to 60% as well.
Hilgeman's second is around and down. 36-20, 3:40 to play in the third. There's a nice drive, baseline up and no good by Wakowiak. Gets his own board though. Nearly lost it and did lose it. Looks like we're gonna have a tied ball in the corner. Possession will stay here with the Crusaders. Wakowiak to inbound. Lindsay working for position down there on the block. Wakowiak inbounds, up and blocked by Hilgeman.
Great block by Hilgeman.
Going the other way. Layup up and long. Rebound Hilgeman. He missed the putback. Rebound Lindsay.
That would have really been a momentum changer if he could have, after the block, put that back in. Only down 16 though. See how they do with 3:08 left in the third quarter.
Harris looking to drive right hand, right side, up and good. He'll also go to the line for one more. Nice drive by Harris. Took the contact and was able to finish through it.
He's been doing really well with that. He's done that many times. He controls the offense. He doesn't shoot a lot from the outside. He doesn't need to. I mean, he attacks so well and gets his points in the paint.
And we have a little bit of a stoppage before Harris takes his free throw. Looking to give the Crusaders a 19-point lead and does. 2:59 to play, 39-20, Rockford ahead. There's Hilgeman, 3-ball in front of his fans. That one is off the back iron, no good. Another rebound for Lindsay.
Doing an amazing job on the glass. Hilgeman still needs to shoot those though. If they're gonna make that comeback, those have to fall.
Here's Elder, top of the key, hands off to Wakowiak. Now replaces him on that far side wing. Lindsay inside to Elder. Elder up off the glass, no good. And grabs his own board, as he's done a few times tonight. His second shot in and out, no good. Gets a third rebound. Turnaround jump shot, all glass. A little frustrated with himself that he had 3 shots at it and couldn't connect. Here's a right-hand runner by McBride, airballed it. Caballero will take a three. Stuck just in between the rim and the backboard and fell down. Lindsay with another board.
At this point for the Saints, if you get a rebound in the paint, you got to go straight back up. You got to get those points as any way you can.
Absolutely. Harris over to Elder in front of his bench. Back up top to Guzzi. Harris fakes the three. Left-hand drive. Jump stop. Kick out. Lindsay thought about the jumper. Now he'll jump stop in the lane. He up. The shot is up and in and out. No good, but it'll go to the line for two.
I'm assuming Lindsay's not looking for a 12-foot jumper or whatever. So the Saints have to stay low on that because he faked and drove and caused the foul.
Foul was the second on Luke Hilgeman. Team second. And McBride is looking to make the, or excuse me, Lindsay is looking to make this a 21-point lead. And he does. Nice left-handed touch.
He came in shooting 38%. That's great, getting 2 for 2 on that possession.
Absolutely. There is a tip and steal for Trey Lako, who just checked in. Him and Kroll, the newly checked in Crusaders.
The Saints are having trouble with Rockford's length. They're getting caught in the corner, and they're having trouble skip passing.
Kroll had it knocked away, and here comes Griner. Coast to coast, right hand, in and out, no good.
He's got to keep that up, though. That was a great attack.
Harris had his shot blocked inside by Caballero. That ball is out to number 30, Trey Lako. He missed the three, and we're going to have a foul on the ensuing rebound. Foul was on Elder, and Arlingtonites will take a full timeout. 1:07 to play here in the third, down 21. Matt, what are you saying in the huddle right now? You got about 7 minutes total to come back. 21. If you're Coach Hilgeman, what are you saying?
Well, you gotta, a lot of times the emotions will come up and, they'll be down or whatever. You gotta keep your spirits high. You gotta keep attacking. Griner had a nice attack down there. They gotta keep what they're doing. We mentioned even the first half, they're getting great looks. Just, the balls aren't falling today. I mean, that happens in basketball a lot of times. Some games you're hot, some games you're not. And you gotta keep reminding your guys that you're a great team, great players, and keep attacking, and those shots will fall. Like I mentioned, though, Rockford's got that speed and length that they are having trouble with, and that's going to happen. But, yeah, if I was Coach Hugelman, I'd just, keep the spirits up, boys. Keep fighting. They're playing a good game. We mentioned, the 2 seed, 9 seed. So, I mean, honestly, if you looked at it on paper, you should say, this is what we're going to have, and we have. But the Saints have fought real hard. And we mentioned, a 9 seed maybe shouldn't even be in this game. So the Saints should be really proud of where they're at, and keep fighting and clawing away. You get a couple buckets, get it to 10 in the middle of the fourth. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely. And here come the Saints looking to cut into this lead, and the pass from Griner was nearly knocked away. Hilgeman found it in the corner. His drive on the left side is no good. Rebound, Elder. Rockford looking to push. Good hands from Griner to knock that one away.
That was a great tip by Griner. Griner's dad is Pastor Griner. He did a great sermon and led our state worship service last night. So we thank St. Peter Arlingtonites and Pastor Griner for an amazing worship service last night. That's one of my highlights of the weekend is the state worship service. Got to worship with Christ Peoria and Manuel Palatine and St. Peter Arlingtonites. All these great teams get to worship together.
As Bear Harris scores, it is a nice thing for everybody to come together with 30 seconds to play here in the third. And it is so much more than basketball here this weekend. There's a banked-in three from Griffin McBride. 43-23, 20 seconds to play.
As we said, they'll fall. I'm glad he kept shooting.
There's an interior pass that was knocked away.
I think this will be good for St. Peter, just like maybe a little momentum. We had talked about that, being down 20. If they can get a bucket here, this will be a good way to start the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. 43-23, 9 seconds to play. 8, 7, kick back out to Koklanis. Koklanis back up top to Griner. Griner finding Hilgeman, 3-ball, long, and that'll do it for the third. The tip from Griner was well after the buzzer, and the Saints will go to the bench down 20.
That was a good look. Like I said, if you could have hit, made that three, that would have been good momentum. But that was a great look.
Absolutely. The LSA would like to thank Concordia University for hosting our cheerleading event, our track and field event, and for this broadcast of Championship Sunday and the cheerleading competition. This is a blast every year to come here, and well, it's been a few years for me, thanks to COVID and my time down in Texas, but it's great to be back.
Yeah, welcome back to Illinois, Sam. We're glad to be here. I don't do this without you, so yeah, we haven't done this since 2020. But yeah, I've coached this for many, many years, and then I don't know, about 10 years ago, we started announcing together, and this is, like you said, this is a fun day, and I'm excited to announce a lot of games with you today. We're going to see some great third place games, and
Absolutely.
then I had mentioned to my players that the championship games are between the same two schools. So this place is going to be packed. We got Christ Peoria versus Manu Palatine for the championship in boys and girls. So we'll see how that goes too.
I want to say this isn't the first time that's happened for us, where it's been Peoria and Palatine, Peoria and Palatine.
It's happened
This might
before,
be the second or third time. We'll see that. But nonetheless, always great games. Always great games between those two teams, those two schools, both on the boys and the girls side.
And as you mentioned before with the fellowship and everything, this is just a great weekend, and we're loving to cap it off today with Championship Sunday.
Absolutely. Here's Elder inside, had that ball knocked away from Hilgeman, still playing tough with his team down 20 as we get underway here in the fourth quarter. Good skip pass to Koklanis. His right-hand runner is short. Rebound tapped around. Hilgeman had it knocked away, now finds himself with it again at 15, knocked away yet again, and here come the Crusaders. 2-on-2, Bear Harris to the, faked like he was gonna go up. Now kicked it out. Kroll will pull a three from the top of the key. That one's off the back iron, side of the rim, no good. And here comes Hilgeman. Koklanis, near side three, short. Rebound, Elias Elder.
Rockford played great defense, got a hand up, and I think maybe forced the shot a little bit.
Elder caught at the elbow, had it knocked away for a second, and lost it out of bounds as he tried to attack the basket. A little slow to get up, but you'd love to see the sportsmanship here. Guy goes down, other team's right there to help him up. One of the things I love about this tournament and this, this association is kids are always looking to help each other.
Yeah. Well, and too, this is the Lutheran Sport Association. We're all Christian kids working hard. Yeah, we want to beat each other on the court, but we build each other up, help each other up on the court and off the court, and we're all great fellowship together.
Here is an attack by, I believe it was Griner who lost it off his foot. Hilgeman took a 10-footer. It was short. Kroll controlled the rebound, and here come the Crusaders. Looking to get it into the post was newly checked in William McCold. Tried to find Elder, had the ball knocked away.
The LSA corner, I know that they're working really hard, but they got to keep a head up. I think one of the members maybe got a ball to the knee or something.
I don't know if they'll be able to walk out of the gym.
But yeah, we want to thank all the gold and silver badges of LSA as well. It's a long, long weekend for them. They put on a great show for us. So
Brady Lindsay gives his team a 22-point lead with the layup with the left hand on the right side. Here come the Saints looking to answer back. Ball is knocked away, nearly stolen. Koklanis gets it back over to Hilgeman. His bucket is up and good.
Never gave up after the errant pass. Great hustle.
Wilkowiak into the corner, finds Kroll, good. So Kroll answers Hilgeman's layup with a three-pointer, and the Crusaders are up 48-25 with 4 minutes to play. It's a really deep three from Caballero. Saints lucky to get the offensive board. Hilgeman will drive with that right hand. Fadeaway jumper is short. Elias Elder will kick it out to Wilkowiak, and here comes Rockford.
We got 3:45 left in the fourth.
Wilkowiak somehow finds his way all the way to the basket with a nice scoop, put some English on it, couldn't
That would have
connect.
been amazing if he made that one.
Koklanis now over to McBride. His right hand floater is good.
What a nice runner.
Nice move. Moving nearly at full speed, got the runner to go. Here's Elder inside. His shot is up and good off the backboard.
He's played a great game in the paint.
Fantastic game.
He really sparked that push out in the second quarter that built their lead.
Here's Wakowiak. He lost it, trying to make his way to the basket. And the Saints will look to capitalize on the turnover. Here's McBride pulling a three. That one's short. Last touched by the Crusaders. And speaking of the Crusaders, they are going to bring in 3 new players. That is Kent Peterson.
With 2:52 left and a 20-point lead, you're going to start seeing some subs come in now, I think.
Absolutely.
From both teams.
Nolan Gray and Aiden Heckelmiller. Newly checked in for the Crusaders. 2:40 to play, 50-27. Rockford on top of Arlington Heights. And here's a pass from Wakowiak, intended for McCold. Just out of his reach, and it'll be a turnover to the Saints. And Malachi Bloomquist checks in for the Crusaders. And here's a tipped pass by McCold. That one intended for Griffin McBride. 2:28 to play. Hilgeman will kick it back up top. Caballero will take himself another 3. That one is long. Rebound picked up by Koklanis. Looked to pull up from about 15 and was fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Good, clean game so far. Not a whole lot of fouls. Not a whole lot of jump balls. It's been pretty back and forth.
It has. I mean, we said that they're pounding it down low, but there really hasn't been too much contact. Rockford really attacked well, getting some easy layups. But, yeah, it's been a really good, clean game.
Zach Drake and Logan Hendricks will check in for the Saints, replacing McBride and Caballero. Second free throw up and long for Koklanis, but he'll get his own rebound. Pull-up jumper, no good.
I love that hustle. You know you missed that free throw, so you know what? I'm going to go get my own rebound.
Here's McCold getting the ball up ahead to Nolan Gray. And the newly checked in Gray scores. And speaking of newly checked in, Zach Drake, who just checked in, had his shot blocked, and looking to go to the basket with the left hand is Kent Peterson, and he scores 56-27.
And that is his first basket of the weekend. Congratulations, Kent. You're on the board at state.
Good for him. 54-27, my apologies. There's a long 3 out of the hand of Logan Hendricks. And here is Peterson looking to score again, had the ball knocked away. Up and good is Nolan Gray, and we are going to have ourselves a officials timeout to get a couple of subs in. Now it's 56-27. Rockford.
We're at that point now with a minute and a half to go. Everyone wants to get all the guys to play. You're playing here at St. Pete. Everyone wants to touch the court. And as we said, too, we get some of these guys that either maybe haven't played a lot or whatever. And, Kent Peterson, he got a basket at stake.
Got a bucket, yeah. Noah Wolf and Grayson Yowell check in for the Crusaders. For Arlington Heights, I believe that is Daniel Cruchel, who just checked in, as well as Zach Granowitz. There's a 3-ball out of the hand of Peterson. He's a little heat checking himself there.
Hey, I got 2. I want 3 more.
Here's a 3-ball out of the hand of Logan Hendricks. That one is long. Nice offensive board for Zach Granowitz. Inside up and no good out of the hands of, I believe that was Daniel Cruchel.
A great hustle.
Absolutely. 49 seconds to play, 56-27. Rockford, as they'll let the ball roll. I don't know why you would do that when you're up almost 30. is the pass inside to Heckelmeyer. Kick back out to Peterson. 3 ball out of the hand of Grayson Yowell is good.
And congratulations, Grayson. You are in the book, too, and with a 3-pointer.
59-27.
Great shot, Grayson.
26 seconds to play, and here's a steal by Heckelmiller. Pump fake now out to Heckelmiller. He'll drive with the right hand. Now kick out to Peterson. Peterson spin move back out to the wing. Here's Noah Wolf. He'll pull up. That one is short.
Everyone was yelling for Noah. Now it was his turn to shoot.
With 7 seconds to play. Going coast to coast is Zach Drake. Off back iron. No good. Rebound Heckelmiller. And that'll do it. Congratulations to the Rockford Lutheran Crusaders on a 32-point win over the Saints of St. Peter, Arlington Heights. Matthew, we really saw it kind of get away there right before half.
Yeah, so like we said, both teams came out great in the first quarter. As we mentioned, too, this is a 2 versus 9, so you maybe expected that. And, you know, Rockford kind of showed their physicalness a little bit bigger and stronger today. And congratulations to Rockford, but also congratulations to St. Peter Saints.
Absolutely.
6th place. The LSA members yesterday made a comment. There's over 150 Lutheran
we have
schools.
some presentations
You're the 6th
to
best
make.
boys basketball team. Congratulations, Saints.
That's quite a feat. And we'll go
to the Saints
I believe
of
that's
St.
Sue
Peter,
Domeyer
right
for
here in Arlington
the
Heights. First of all, we want
award
to say
presentation of the 5th and 6th place trophies. And we'll be back with you here in just a few minutes with the girls' 3rd place game.
But for this particular group of Saints, you've come to the state tournament with a record of 17-13. You came representing the Northwest Suburban Lutheran Conference. Today, you take home the plaque commemorating your 6th place finish in the state of Illinois. We thank you so much. Congratulations, guys. Nicely played. And to the Crusaders from Rockford Lutheran Junior High, it's always a joy to have you here. You came to the tournament with a record of 25-5. You came as champions of the 2023 Black Friday tournament, the 13th annual Emmanuel Belvedere Chick-fil-A tournament, Chick-fil-A Junior tournament. Did they serve chicken? Did you play on Sunday? I don't know. I just was wondering. And you came as champions of the high varsity basketball tournament. Today you finish as the 5th place team in the state of Illinois. Congratulations, Crusaders. Nicely done. So moms and dads, we know you want to take pictures. We're going to have you do that over in Hoops Fest. You can take your pictures and then the next teams will be out shortly. Thank you very much.